very good day everybody, and welcome to another video. This is your favorite funky sim pilot. My name is Arkady Gidzenko. I will be your captain for today's flight. And today's flight will take us back to the TF, the ID9 MD-11, the freighter variant, the MD-11F, to see if they can still fly it. For the flight from Tunis to Lyon in France, so Tunisia to France. 1 hour 37 minutes airtime, carrying a whole bunch of cargo to France. We're using real world time and real world weather, same NGCI for our ATC, and we might use GSX. It has been loaded, we'll see how that's going to go down. Right, so let's get on into it. We're parked here somewhere at the large parking ramp. It's got the Volanta overlay up here as well. There you go. I forgot to take note of our position, which is always nice when we contact air traffic control, so we'll do that in a little bit. But this is just such a gorgeous airplane. It's just a little bit loud because the ground power unit is connected. These things are apparently like crazy loud. But look at the plane, man. But a very nice and old school UPS livery. Oh, hi. There. This is a lot better in terms of sound. But it's just such a beautiful plane. I cannot get over myself each time I load this sucker in the simulator. I'm like, oh my god. I just start drooling. It's not because I like to think that I know a lot about it, not at all, but it just looks fucking amazing. Oh, excuse me, it looks fucking amazing. Yeah, I just really love this plane. Alright, let's get into it. Now let's check our position. So there's our flight plan from south to the north, crossing the water there with a bunch of supplies. So our position is... oh, what the hell? This doesn't look like what I saw on Microsoft Flight Simulator. Well, P31, what is it? It's weird when you zoom in, the letters become small. Alright, so that's south ramp. Oops. Now, I don't remember if they have charts. Yes, they do. They should have charts here as well. That doesn't seem to work. We want to have our ATIS 118675, but let's maybe first power up the airplane. What do you think? So we are now still on ground power, but nothing has been, it's just been connected, that's it. So we'll just turn on the little battery there. And then the aircraft starts making some sounds. There you go. Doing some tests here. The IRS will align. We can arm the emergency power as well. Nav lights, let's also turn on the logo and a little bit of panel lights and stuff. Then we'll also arm the emergency exit lights, also the emergency lights. Right, so I think the aircraft's sort of starting up. That means we should also have a radio. Then we can check our weather. So that was 118675. Do we have a shortcut for the radio? There you go. Actually, it doesn't look all that great. 118675. Let me see. Oh, these are horrible. Okay, we'll do this differently. This looks a little bit better. Belt 6 will be the radio. Should totally redo all these things at some point. Alright, so let's listen in with 8 and we'll also get the clearance. Looks like that will just be ground.
Session level 80. Advise on initial contact you have information Golf.
Golf. So
Tunis Carthage International Airport. Information Golf. 1530 Zulu. Arriving and departing runway 01. Wind 020 at A. Cav OK. Temperature 39er. Dew point 13. QNH 1013. Transition level 80. Advise on initial contact you have information Golf.
Hey welcome man. Hope you're doing well, dude. Yes, this plane is so awesome. I'm not a connoisseur by any stretch of the imagination, but this just looks finger-licking good. There's no other way of saying it. I just love this plane. Happy Friday. Yeah, man, thanks for dropping in. Hopefully I can still fly this plane. It's been a while. But we should be fine, I guess. But with those odds, never step into the aircraft when the captain goes like, it should be fine. Yeah, I totally agree with you there, man. It's just, really just, yeah. I have no words. They need a poet to describe how beautiful this plane is. But yeah, this thing rocks ass, man. Okay, so I think we can request our clearance. Do I have our OFP on here in any sort of way? I think we have this, and we got the actually direct. So I think there is no. Let me just double check here on Navigraph. Fuel Simbrief OFP. Contact X118 340. Fuel 25.4. That is direct. Then we do have an arrival. Alright, cool. Oh, dude, just the wings of tail. Yeah, or the engine, right? I mean, shit. A couple of months ago, I believe it was Kentucky. The one of the engines just came loose. It was really, really, really damn sad. It was, oh man. Yeah. Fortunately, such a thing will not happen today. And if it does, we can just press restart. Unlike those poor guys that were totally caught by surprise there. Oh man. All right, let's request our clearance. See, I think it should be on ground. Delivery or ground. Good afternoon, UPS 559 of Heavy with information Golf. Type is MD-11F. We're at gate somewhere in the south ramp. And we're requesting IFR clearance to Lyon.
UPS 559er cleared to Lyon Saint-Exupéry via the KEMIR 2 Alpha departure, then as filed. Runway 01, initial climb 4000, departure on 119er decimal 5, squawk 7543.
Cleared by the KEMIR 2 Alpha departure, then as filed. Departure runway 01, initial climb 4000, departure frequency 119.5, squawk 7543, UPS 559 Heavy. One 119.5, 4000, the KEMIR 2 Alpha.
UPS 559er, read back correct.
It does sound like it, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I think the other day I was flying out of Turkey and it sounded like the controller was from Italy. But they do definitely really cool accents. When you go to Germany, they will sound like a German dude speaking English, you know. So they definitely do a really nice job. Alright, so let's set everything up. Today we will not have the hardware MCDU, so actually have to do the old-fashioned way. MD-11F, and let's see. I do believe we can send the flight plan to the FMC. There you go. Another flight number is going to be UPS 559er. I just also love this screen, you know, it's just also all looks just so nice and old school. Cruising level, I believe that was 340. Coordinate was 128, 118. Set, so departure runway 01, becoming to Alpha. Do we have that? We do. Came to Alpha and just insert that sucker. Let's also do our arrival. This is pretty much the same setup as the Airbus MCDU or the Airbus FMC for that matter, or the FMS. But in the Airbus you can also click this button that will take you directly to the arrival airport. It does not do it like that in the MD-11, or at least not by the FDI design. So the star then for Lyon at this moment, that would be, should have that here, flight. Let's get rid of this sucker. 35 right with the MTL 9er November. So 35 right doesn't have an ILS. I would really like to fly, oh there you go, ILS 35 right. MTL 9 November. Did we have that here as well? Right, insert. There we go. Align IRS. Let's see. Are they finished yet? Oh, we got something funky going on here again. Uh-oh. Initialize IRS. Check database cycle. Well, probably just updated. This is looking very painful right there. Let's get rid of all that clutter there for a second. Well, we can always request factors, I guess. So the secondary, sure, let's copy the active, even with that funky looking bit right there. See for the fuel page. I believe we can all set this. So set that. So look, set payload and fuel. Actually, we should go here. Cargo 0. I don't care, man. Just want to fly the sucker. Let's see, set payload and fuel, and then that should be here. Block fuel 25.4. There you go, 25.4, that is now set. And I believe this is like for being extremely lazy. Zero fuel weight, center of gravity. Alright, cool. So now we can go ahead and pretend that we understand all of this. And that's finally the performance. No, that's actually on this one. Runway 01. Zero to 08 is what we heard. That says 9 on here. 39 1012. We had 013. Qatar takeoff late. Calculate. Flex. Flaps optimum, PAX will be off for takeoff. V1 142, rotated 161, Z2 is 167, 171, and flex apture will be 59, flaps 13. How much the takeoff fuel?
Turkish 664 boarding complete, request pushback.
Turkish 664 pushback approved.
Minimum takeoff fuel 24.5. I'm not really sure how if I know how to answer your question there. Yeah. Can we see that on the takeoff fuel here? It says 24.5. 900 kilograms for taxiing. And let's go back to the fuel page. Where's the inlet? Not sure if that number is on here or what you're looking for, dude. Takeoff approach. The flaps was 13. Max will be off. Flex takeoff temperature was 59. Can we not send this to the MCD? No, we cannot. Plus 13, 142, 61, 71, 42. Yeah, I don't think these are, like the cost index also is quite high for this plane, was like 118. The slope and wind would be 0.1 at 9.
Turkish 664, runway 1 taxi via Bravo Echo Alpha.
Runway 1 taxi via Bravo Echo Alpha,
39
Turkish 664.
Celsius. Well, that should be it. Now, this looks a little bit scary if you ask me. So take off runway 01, then it gets a left turn, and okay, so this looks, whoa, and then it goes here, and then what's it going to do? What is the next? Yeah, we'll see how this will go. Let's see. Get some lights going up in here, please. Let's go back to the map. And the initial climb was 4,000. This just looks horrible. And let us score code 7543. Man, it's been a while since I've flown this sucker. The APU, this is the bleed. Where was the APU power? So that is starting up. Here's the APU information. Oh yeah, baby. Alright.
Turkish 664, contact tower on 118.1.
APU is available.
Turkish
APU
664.
blade just turned that on earlier by accident, so pushing random buttons. And let's see. Then I guess we'll turn on the beacon and we'll start pushback momentarily. Now this sucker is extremely sluggish on the ground. So runway 01, we're actually super close, that's cool. So I guess pushback facing south, and then we'll just get over there via Alpha. Ground UPS 559 heavy, request push and start.
UPS 559er, push and start approved, face east.
Push start approved, face east. UPS 559 heavy. Really? Sure. Alright, maybe we can use GSX for that. Oops. Let's check park and brake. Can never tell, I think this is set, isn't it? We see here. Park and brake on, there you go. So the Jeep you can disconnect. Let's
Hello Captain, we are all ready for pushback.
No chocks removed too. No, don't think that's what I want. So we'll go back to 4,000. Now we click profile here, nav here.
Locking gear.
The flaps were 13. This is the dial flap system, which is very cool. So nose to our left.
Release parking brakes.
Parking brakes released.
Commencing push. All engines clear, start at will.
Well, let's do this. Is this doing anything? I feel like I'm missing something here. This should be the fuel. Where's APU? We don't have the engine starter. There goes our N2. Yeah, baby. This sound, man, that's so damn cool.
Set parking brakes. Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Oops, I think my microphone was off. So, after one of the updates, the older version of the TFDI design used to have a couch in here. Just a raggedy old second-hand couch, which was so cool. Now they're a bit more stylized, probably more realistic, but it was so cool to have this little couch in there. EGT is dropping. Let's go ahead and confirm good engine start.
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
I think it actually turned off the APU on itself, so the APU bleed can also be turned off.
Unlocking gear. Tow truck disconnected, bypass pin removed. Left is clear, right is clear.
Alright. Now, before we do anything else, let's get the pushback helper and make sure that we are pushed back properly, because this is total nonsense. Yeah, sure, let's try to morph with that vehicle. Oh. Yeah. will set our parking brake. Ground, UPS 559 heavy, request taxi.
UPS 559er, runway 01 taxi via Alpha.
Runway 01 via Alpha, UPS 559 heavy.
UPS 559er, approximately 1,200 meters.
Excuse me, what? Okay. I think that's everything. Let's also turn on the TCAS, so pretty much here at the runway. Let's see. Well, kids, let's do this. Let's stabilize the trim, thank you. That's to be found here. 6.7. Then brakes off and we have a green box, so that means we should be fine. Alright, let's see if we can brake anything. So the ground handling on this plane is extremely sluggish. Fortunately, we do not have a lot of taxi. I've had this plane on flights on the channel where I had to like a whole taxi route with a lot of turns, and that's not fun. Well, it's fun, but it doesn't go down smooth at all. This doesn't sound good.
UPS 559er, contact tower on 118.1.
Uh-oh. I did something. And the aircraft does not want to slow down. Shit. Shit. Oh, come on, man. I think it was this one. Oh, come on, man. Okay, then we'll go for it. Yeah, I think something might be with the harder than the music. So probably got to get a very angry tower further for taking off without clearance. I don't like this, but here we go. I'll tell you in a second what I think was happening. Gear up. Yeah, the throttle is not responding. That sucks. As I have not tested this, because I've been using some hardware lately as well. Let's see what happens if we turn on the autopilot.
Altitude.
Hopefully there's not going to be a problem on landing. Let's see, we're on heading mode. Let's...
Stabilizer motion.
So basically, I pressed the auto flight button once, and that arms the auto thrust system. And what you then do when you land up, you slowly progress the thrust levers to around 70%, and then they will take over and they will set takeoff thrust. The moment I pressed the auto flight button, the aircraft immediately started accelerating, but like it had set 250 there, so it was going pretty much like a takeoff go around thrust, I guess. Let's see, let's go direct. So HC is not going to love us for this. But better be safe than sorry, I guess. Flaps up. Still at 4,000. Okay. So let's just straight go to departure frequency 109.5. See if we can get away with this. Shit, man. I'm a little bit bummed. Departure of the UPS 559 are heavy, 4,000 feet.
UPS 559er heavy, Tunis departure, radar contact, climb flight level 100.
Climb flight level 100, UPS 559er. So far so good, I guess.
UPS 559er ground, UPS 559er roger.
Okay, aviation station. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for joining in. Well, we had a bit of a shaky takeoff, as I was just explaining. I guess it may have something to do with the hardware that I'm using. I'm using the Airbus SCU to operate this, but to do that I'm using SPAD.next, and I do have the Logitech throttle quadrant, but when we clicked the auto flight button to arm the auto thrust system, while lining up, immediately the aircraft started going, takeoff going on thrust, and I decided to just take off anyway. But I'm not really sure what this is going to mean for us when we land. So this is going to be a highly experimental flight, because I did not, ever since I got this new hardware, I have not flown this aircraft at all. So yeah, we might just totally crash on the stream once we arrive at Lyon, France. But we're climbing. From the outside, everything's looking very beautiful. So basically, ground gave us a handoff to contact the tower, and the aircraft just started rolling, and I figured, okay, let's just take off then. and then we just immediately contacted departure, so there was no communication with the tower whatsoever. Fortunately, this is just using Saint-Exupéry's AI, so we cannot hurt their feelings, you know. It's not like, we're not really like bothering any other players, you know, so that's good. But yeah, it does feel a little bit messy, because I do like to stay ahead of things rather than lagging behind, which actually is what I'm doing right now.
UPS 559er, climb flight level 180.
Climb flight level 180, UPS 559 on heavy. Yeah, man. So, yeah, and as I said, I prefer to stay ahead of these things rather than lag behind. Like I see now, obviously the landing lights are not even on. Taxi lights, I don't think I turned those on. Actually, I should have done that. I could have done that. Yeah, I could pin them on nobody but my own. And see, we didn't turn off the packs for takeoff, but that's not the end of the world. I guess overall we're looking stable. I was expecting maybe to see a message here about the FADEC system here. But I guess it's looking good. Let's just check what the aircraft is actually saying it is doing. 310 pitch, nav 1, climb thrust to 18,000. I guess it's looking fine. Then after KEMIR, there's a flight plan discontinuity. Why is that? Oh, we have... I see, so that's why it looks so funny earlier, maybe. Departure UPS 559 on heavy, request direct KEMIR, Kilo Echo Mike India Romeo. Oh, sure, snel als CTC. Okay. Direct intercept. Climb flight level 260, UPS 559. Man, this plane is beautiful. Yes, I totally love the hot air. It's so cool, right?
UPS 559er, contact units, McGrev control on 129er decimal 5.
129er decimal 5, UPS 559, not about that. Tunis control, UPS 559 heavy. We are flight level 193, climbing flight level 260. We are 12 nautical miles from Bari.
UPS 559er, roger. Maintain below 9,500 until 119er decimal 5.
UPS
UPS 559er, Tunis Maghreb Control identified. Good evening, climb flight level 340.
Climb flight level 340, UPS 559 ahead. Yeah, I'm just a little bit scared what's going to happen when we're on final approach and then we do the flare and then we put the engines to idle. Because there might be some, yeah, maybe it's the auto thrust button. Let me try something here. So don't be afraid, kids. I'm going to press the auto thrust disconnect. That's actually on the Airbus FCU that I'm using here, just to see what's going to happen in the plane. I'm going to turn it on and off. Doesn't really seem to do anything. Let's press the auto flight button, which is what you should do in the plane itself actually here. And it's choosing between nav1 and nav2. Okay. I have no clue. I am without clue. Favorite airport? Oh, the Concorde is cool. I think this is actually one of my favorite airplanes. I don't fly it that often. It's a bit of a handful. And I do not, like I've been flying a lot of Airbus and Boeings. But in terms of drooling, this is my best one. I love this airplane the best. And especially, I got one American Airlines livery, which shows like a lot of metal, you know, like metal color rather than the paint, and that just makes it better. The Concorde is really cool. I've been considering purchasing that, but I think it's too much for me. I also have the 727, and I'm still afraid of flying it. So I'm taking it really slow. I mean, you know, it's just standing there. It's not going anywhere, so that's fine. But I think that looks really cool too. Yeah, exactly, American Airlines retro, that just looks so cool. With the whole bunch of, you know, just metal, you know. The older retro planes, yeah, to an extent, yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, especially this one, you know, and the one other aircraft that I think is really cute, the Boeing 737-600. It's really short and chubby, and that just looks cute, you know. And I would really like, I believe BMDG are also making a 747 for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020 and 2024. This is 2020. I do not own 2024. I really hope that's true. I really hope they make one for 2020. I would love to be able to fly a proper simulation of the 747 as well. You know, BMDG make really nice aircraft. They pretty much all feel super stable. My favorite, I think, for flying by BMDG would be the 777. That just feels like a flying office. Everything is user-friendly, it's comfortable, and it hand flies on final approach, for instance. It flies really nicely.
Tunis Maghreb Control, 517 checking in, flight level 310, climbing flight level 320.
And what's cool about the, what's really cool about the Concorde, obviously, is that nose, right? So when they're on final approach, I believe, they can put the nose down. And during takeoff as well, I think they put the nose up really rather for cruise, right? And those wings, you know, that's like a delta wing. That's super cool. But man, who knows? Maybe someday I'll need some retail therapy again. I'll just purchase the Concorde nonetheless, just to have it and to sit around in it. But it's just like it has like these extra, really like these extra positions here, you know, like for another flight engineer and stuff. And surely you can set camera shortcuts to just go there in 1 second, you know, like this, you know, and so it's going to work with just a whole bunch of stuff to do. And then there is probably the option, I think, that you can use like an artificial engineer who will do those things for you. It's a whole bunch of work. And not that I mind some work. I mean, sometimes what I really find nice about the 737, as opposed to the Airbus, for instance, is that the 737 are a bit more handy.
Contact Algiers, my grab control on 125.4.
125.4, UPS 559. Algiers, my lab control, UPS 559 and a heavy, good evening. Flight level 307, climbing flight level 340. We are 17 nautical miles from Alpha November Bravo.
UPS 559er, Algiers, Maghreb control identified. Good evening.
Aviation station. Of course, man. I think we're able to subscribe for my birthday. When is your birthday exactly? Is it on Sunday or is it not? Thank you for subscribing, man. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. We're still a really small channel and it's fine. We don't have to go hog wild, right? Sunday. Oh, okay, cool. Let me see if I can do this right now. I'm terrible at multitasking, but ultimately I'm just a higher primate, so a bit scared of, let's see, click your username. There you go, thank you. And then go to channel, but I have to do that in different, in a separate tab. Yeah, but I got it. Yeah, thanks. Aviation station. I like the letters, aviation station. I like those letters, sort of chalkboard, looking cool. I'll check out your channel later. There's the Concorde. The good stuff. Nice, man. I'll check it out later, aviation station. But yeah, man, you got my subscription there. Yeah, man, just one chunk of flying metal, this thing. It's amazing. Let's see if we can start planning a little bit. Top of the descent, 53 minutes, if I read this correctly. Go to the perf page, 55 minutes to top of descent, 451 miles. Auto brake still at takeoff. Maybe let's ask, what's their name? Algiers Control. Which runway to expect? Algiers Control, UPS 559 of heavy. Can you advise which approach we can expect at Lyon Airport, please.
UPS 559er, expect the ILS runway 35 right approach at Lyon Saint-Exupéry.
35 right, thank you. UPS 559er heavy. Alright, then we'll set up correctly for that, I think. 35 right. On the chart, I don't like that you have to like type it in. I guess maybe it's somewhat realistic, I don't know. But let's use it the lazy way here. So approach, 35 right. We'll have this one, we'll pin that. And then our arrival. That's looking fairly straightforward. By Montélimar, VOR. Overall here. R1, and that's the initial approach fix. And the final approach chart. So the localizer is called Lima Sierra November. (353.111.50). That's correct. 353. Glide slope will start at 3,000 feet. And minimums will be I don't know, let's go for 100 feet. I think now it's on 200. Jason is saying, are you playing on the gaming PC? If so, can you tell me briefly about it and its price? Because I'm trying to save up for one to play flights in. Yeah, it is it's a PC, but it's like I put the specs on my about the channel. It's an i5 12,500 something. I'm not too hung up on the hardware. It's not like super high end, but it's cool. I have 6 gigabytes of RAM, 6 gigabytes GPU, 32 gigabytes of RAM. That's about it. This was basically through some store that was selling like, I don't know, it was like 600 or 700, a little below 700 euros. So it's quite a good deal. And that was about what I could invest anyway at the moment. I was using a laptop, and that all of a sudden just the mainboard was fried. It just didn't want to turn on anymore. It just shut down on my ass, and then that's it, end of life. And I really had to get something quickly, and I went to this website and ordered it. But yeah, at least i5, but you know, i7 would be better, or i9, you know. And yeah, for about 3K you should get a whole bunch of good stuff. Yeah, I think the prices have gone up, right, lately, but because of the RAM and everything is sort of hard to come by. But yeah, 32 gigabytes of RAM is a good starting point, but especially the graphics card, you know, like I have 6 gigabytes. That's more than I ever had before, but it's, you know, it's not too much. I'm flying now at 30 FPS. I think I put a limiter on it, but I cannot really go any higher, usually anyway. But for 3K, dude, you can find something really sweet. You can put your graphics on ultra, I guess, you know. I don't think we can set a... I'm not sure. Could we make a fix here? Let's see. We don't have a fix. We do have a fix page. And what is our... Lyon, let's have a look. Lima Foxtrot, Lima, Lima. 35 right. Oh, that's not in database.
Easy 73, flight level 320, climbing flight level 320.
Easy 73, good evening.
Oh, you get this page. Yeah, no, I don't know how to
Easy
work
73,
this,
traffic
thing.
12 o'clock and 12 miles, opposite direction, a turboprop, flight level 300.
Okay, so abort.
Negative contact, we have him on TCAS, Easy 73.
But guys, I'll be stepping off into the galley for a second. I'll be back in like 4 minutes. We have Fabian with us. He's sitting in the empty chair. Fabian, you have the radio communications until I'm back. Thank you.
I've got the radios, Arkady. Enjoy your break.
Cool. I think I'll put it on the outside view for you guys in the meantime. I'll be back in a couple of minutes.
Contact Tunis Maghreb control on 132.55, so long.
Tunis Maghreb control, 132.55. Good evening, Easy 73.
So here we are again. Let's take over the radio from Fabian. Fabian, I will take over the radio communication from here. Thank you.
Alright, Arkady, you've got the radios. Let me know if you need anything.
So the decision height here says 100. That can be, it says 200, it can be 100. I'm looking at one thing and saying the other. So again, I'm not really sure what's going to happen on final. And yeah, I'm considering maybe turning off SPED up next, which means that we'll just use everything, we'll just use the mouse, because then maybe this will start working properly again as well. Let me try something. Let's see what happens if we turn off autopilot here. And it goes to autopilot 2, autopilot 1. Okay, so that doesn't work like that, okay. And if we use this, then it turns off the autopilot. Now it's off. Still no control over the thrust. Autopilot on.
Here's 83 Tango, climbing flight level 190 for flight level 200.
Here's 83 Tango identified.
Alright, cool man. Thanks for chilling with us, aviation, and hope you have a nice birthday on Sunday. Good luck with your video. I'll see you later, man. I'll, if we land properly, I'll make a landing replay and enjoy your meal.
Here's 83 Tango, climb to flight level 280.
Climbing to flight level 280, Cirrus 83 Tango.
Cirrus 83 Tango, traffic 10 o'clock, 8 miles of Boeing 737, same direction at flight level 270.
Contact Cirrus 83 Tango.
Yeah, I don't know what I got myself into today flying this, but it's just such a cool plane, man, and I really felt like flying it, which is one of the best reasons to do it. Seatbelts on no smoking sign. Well, we can actually just get rid of those messages there, put them on auto. And yeah, I'm still wondering what to do. I've been flying without the hardware SCU for years, so I could probably just turn off SPED up next.
83 Tango, climb flight level 400.
And do everything with just the mouse, because I'm just not sure what will happen once, let me think out loud here. So basically we'll go to approach mode, so the aircraft should decelerate on its own. But we may take over nonetheless. Let's see if we have some control actually. Let's see, we are now doing 0.826 Mach. Let's see, performance. Cruise is 0.826. So if we pull the little button here, this one, should give us control. Let's say we go 0.819. Are you actually going slower?
Flight level 400, Cirrus 83 Tango.
Looks like it. So in that sense,
Cirrus
looks like you
83
have some
Tango.
control.
Contact Tunis MAGREP control on 129.5.
Rest it again.
Over to Tunis MAGREP control on 129.5, Cirrus
That
83
doesn't
Tango.
work. Let's see. Good address. Auto flight again, maybe. And it just says AP2. Have I been pressing the wrong button? No, I don't think so. But this has to do with the setup using SPAT.max, I guess. 826. FMS speed. Let's try something scary. So let's try to take control of the speed ourselves again here. Just to see if this is working. Not yet. There it is. I see decelerating, he is. So now, if we press F1, do we go to idle? Not yet. But I'm now handling the hardware throttle coordinates, but that's not doing anything. Alright, back to FMS speed. That's 198, UPS 559 on heavy. I ordered a new Xbox 360 controller. I'm hoping to receive that tomorrow. Because this one is tech drift, it's insane. Mustang Control, good evening, UPS 559 on heavy flight level 340. We are 88 nautical miles from NOLVI.
UP 559er, Mustang Control identified. Good evening.
35 minutes until top of descent.
Marcel Control, Ryanair 88, flight level 190 for flight level 200.
Ryanair 88 identified. Ryanair 88, traffic 2 o'clock and 20 miles, crossing left to right, a heavy Boeing 777, flight level 210.
No joy, Ryanair 88.
Top of descent, come up there after, what's it called, PADKO. Runway 35 right, it's this one, 353, then we'll vacate to the left. Cargo terminals all the way down here. So yeah, still a little bit nervous about the autothrust system there. Hopefully we can actually disengage that on the final approach, otherwise we'll not be able to slow down at all. But let's have some faith. And you know, it's not the first time I've been flying this one, although it has been a while.
Marseille Control, Air Algerie,
But should be set up now with my hardware as well changed. The setup of the hardware has changed, and yeah, that might complicate things a little bit.
Marseille Control, Turkish 25 checking in at flight level 360.
Turkish 25, identify.
When ready, descend to flight level 430.
Leaving flight level 470 for flight level 430, Air Algerie 1461.
Estimated fuel on board at landing 12.3.
Marseille Control, Air Algerie 1123, picking up occasional moderate turbulence, flight level 340.
Air Algerie 1123, roger. We have other reports of smooth air above flight level 340. Air Algerie 1123, descend to flight level 300 at your discretion.
Yeah, so if today's landing is not going to go well,
Air Algerie 1123.
we could either try go around and then disconnect the hardware, or at least the flight control units. I'm not talking pulling the USB, but I'm using SPAD.next only now for so that I can use the FCU. But you know, you can still use with a mouse. But the thing is, I downloaded a profile for that. Maybe let me go into that profile and see if I can change some things there. Maybe that's smart. Let's do that. Let's try and make a dangerous situation even more dangerous. Because that has wind control FCU Airbus, the Ursa Minor throttle Airbus, Ursa Minor side stick Airbus, thrust master, Boeing Yoke.
Flight level 250, Air Algerie 1123.
Top of descent, 24 minutes.
Marseille Control, fueling 6. Checking in. Out of flight level 330 for flight level 360.
But I have to step off into the galley for a minute.
Morning 6, good evening.
Fabian, you have the radio control. I'll be right back.
941 identified.
Marseille Control, Ryanair 9941, flight level 360.
Ryanair 9941 identified. Algerie 1461. Continue descent to flight level 400.
Down to flight level 400, Air Algerie 1461.
Air Algerie 1461. Traffic 11 o'clock and 8 miles. Opposite direction.
Tally on the traffic, Air Algerie 1461.
then back to the flight deck.
With you, flight level 330.
So I'm thinking our topic send coming up.
Marseille Control, Turkish 1 radio
18
check.
minutes.
How do you read?
Turkish 1, reading you clearly.
And maybe we should just, I prefer to follow ATC, even if that becomes challenging. But I'm thinking out loud here.
Descend to flight
I was
level
considering
250. Expect lower.
if they give us vectors or something, you know, and to get us down quicker. I don't know. I wanted to say, let's just ignore whatever they give us and we just do it ourselves. But
flight level 430.
because I just feel like I want to be very prepared, because I'm not sure if when we touch it down, so you know, like before touchdown, I want to put the engines to idle, and I'm not convinced that that will happen. Let's have a look at the go around procedure in case we notice it doesn't happen. We'll take off again, and we'll just do the whole thing ourselves, and we'll just disconnect the devices. Maybe that's the safer option. Miss approach, climb straight ahead to 5,000 feet, and then expect radar vectors. Well, that's easy enough. Final approach course 353. We could maybe that well, for now we'll keep things as they are.
West 559er, contact Marseille Control on 126.155.
Oh, I think Fabian is still doing that.
Marseille Control on 126.155, UPS 559er. Marseille Control, UPS 559er Heavy. Good evening, with you flight level 340.
UPS 559er, Marseille Control, identified. Good evening.
Alright, Arkady, you've got the radios. Let me know if you need anything.
Flight level 220. Out of flight level 260 for flight level 220, Alpine 71. When ready to send to flight level 280. Flight level 280, pulling 6. Ryanair 9941, descend to flight level 420 at your discretion. Down to flight level 420, Ryanair 9941.
So it looks like the ESB has disappeared. QNH 1014, wind 020 at 8. 1014.
Royal Air Maroc 823, climbing flight level 310 for flight level 320.
And we should actually be on standard. Can we not pre-dial it? No, we cannot. Okay.
Marseille Control, Eurowings 14, flight level 350 for flight level 360.
Eurowings 14 identified. Good evening. Alpine 71, descend flight level 190. Flight level 190, Alpine 71. 250. Descending to flight level 250, fueling 6. Fueling 6, contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
133.08, fueling 6.
Marseille Control, Europa 82 with you. Out of flight level 370 for flight level 400.
Europa 82 identified. Flight level 170. Flight level 170, Airline 71.
Marseille Control, Eurowings 80 with you at flight level 370.
Eurowings 80, roger.
Marseille Control, Ryanair 248 checking in at flight level 350.
Ryanair 9941, descend and maintain flight level 400, expect lower shortly.
Got a civilization.
Leaving flight level 440 for flight level 400. Ryanair 9941. Europa 82, traffic 11 o'clock, 12 miles, crossing right to left, traffic at flight level 370. Negative contact, we have one CCS, Europa 82.
Eurowings 5 with you, flight level 330, climbing flight level 360.
Eurowings 5, descend and maintain flight level 290.
Flight level 330 for flight level 290, Eurowings 5.
Alpine 71, descend and maintain 14,000, expect lower shortly. 14,000, Alpine 71. Columbia 53, climb flight level 280.
Leaving flight level 260,
9 minutes, what's your top of descent?
Volunteer 53.
Marseille Control, 7 Alpha Echo, at flight level 360.
7 Alpha Echo, roger, good evening.
Wizgo 8723 with you, flight level 360 for flight level 360.
Wizgo 8723, Marseille Control, roger. Royal Air Maroc 222, climb and maintain flight level 360.
Flight level 360, Royal Air Maroc 222.
Wizgo 8723, completely smooth at flight level 360.
Wizgo 8723, copy, appreciate it.
Ryanair 8 out of flight level 210 for flight level 170.
Ryanair 2, descend to flight level 130, pilot's discretion.
Alright, so 7 minutes till the top of descent.
Marseille Control, Volotea 6 with you at flight level 360.
Volotea 6 identified.
Marseille Control, Romeo 9 Hotel with you, flight level 180, climbing flight level 200.
Romeo 9 Hotel identified. Romeo 9 Hotel, when ready to descend to flight level 140.
Sending flight level 140, Romeo 9 Hotel.
Ryanair 8.
Leaving flight level 410 from flight level 370, Ryanair 9941.
Flight level 400, Volotea 6. Marseille Control, Lufthansa 77 with you, flight level 340, climbing flight level 360.
Let's go medium auto, Mike.
Lufthansa 77 identified. 77 Mach decimal 82. Maintaining Mach decimal 82, Lufthansa 77.
Alpine 68, flight level 340 for flight level 360.
4 minutes until top of descent.
Identified, good evening.
Marseille Control, Ryanair 108 checking in, flight level 230 descending, flight level 150.
Eurowings 5, descend to flight level 270, expect lower.
Leaving flight level 300 for flight level 270, Eurowings 5.
Marseille Control, UPS 559 on heavy, requesting descent.
UPS 559er, cleared Mont Limar and cone 9er November into St. X. When you're ready to begin your descend flight level 250.
Descent flight level 250, UPS 559 on heavy, thank you. Descent to 5000, UPS 559 on heavy. Alright, idle clamp, so here we start our descent.
UPS 559 across roll air at or above flight level 070.
Roll air at or above flight level 070, UPS 559 on heavy, thank you. No, we got that. This is another thing I really love about this airplane. When you're in idle descent, listen to that beautiful sound. So on the one side she's like super loud, and then when you descend, she's quiet as a mouse. Beautiful.
Below 53, descend to flight level 200, pilot's discretion.
Let's stay on it.
Euro wings 5, contact Barcelona control on 133.08.
133.08, Euro wings 5.
Ryanair 9941, descend to flight level 350, expect lower. Flight level 350, Ryanair 9941.
Right, flight level 250, slot net 1, hold 25,000.
Alpine 68, descend to flight level 290, pilot's discretion.
Altitude.
Flight level 330 for flight level 290, Alpine 68.
Marseille control, Alpine 821, descending flight level 320 for flight level 290.
Valencia 6, descend flight level 430, pilot's discretion.
Marseille control, UPS 559 on heavy, flight level 250. Marseille control, UPS 559 on heavy, flight level 250.
Descend at your discretion.
Send at our discretion, thank you. UPS 559 on heavy. Let's go to 7,000.
UPS 559er, contact Marseille control on 123.9er.
123.9 on UPS 559, bye-bye.
Marseille control, Ryanair 44 checking in at flight level 33.
Marseille control, UPS 559 on heavy, flight level 240 descending, flight level 070.
121, descend to flight level 230, expect lower. Ryanair 44, traffic 11 o'clock and 12 miles, same direction.
Looking for the traffic, Ryanair. Marseille Control, UPS 559. Flight level 214, descending, flight level 070.
Field 5 Marseille Control identified. Bonsoir pilote. Ryanair 248, contact Barcelona Control on 133.08.
Switching to 133.08, Ryanair 248.
Ryanair 9941, descend, flight level 320.
Leaving flight level 360 for flight level 320. Ryanair 9941.
So you're sent to Mike 42, that's one right there.
Continue descent to flight level 400.
So we'll vacate
flight level
left.
440 for flight level 400,
Cross
follow
runway
PS6.
35 left. Get ourselves onto Tango and get all the way down. Then there's a little bump in the road. Tango Mike. Mike 42.
Contact Barcelona Control on 133.08. Good evening.
Over to Barcelona Control on 133.08, Eurowings 80.
Go 8723, contact Milan Radar Center on 121.14.
Over to Milan Radar Center on 121.14, Wizgo 8723.
Turkish 3, continue climb to flight level 280.
Climbing flight level 280, Turkish 3.
559 contact Lyon. Approach on 120.23.
Marseille Control, Alpine 163, checking in out of flight level 170 for flight level 200.
Alpine 163, Marseille Control identified.
120.23, UPS 559.
Alpine 68.
Marseille, Lyon Control, UPS 559, heavy. Flight level 120, descending, flight level 070.
UPS 559 heavy, Lyon approach identified, good evening, cleared RV3 November transition. Expect the ILS runway 35 right approach into Saint-Ex, verify information whiskey.
We got information whiskey and ILS 35 right, UPS 559 not heavy. Alright, 10,000 feet. Just turn them all on.
Marseille Control, good evening, Lot 3 Papa Whiskey, flight level 090.
Whiskey, Marseille Control identified.
Lights will intercept 3,000 feet. Let's get some speed brakes out.
Lot 3 Papa Whiskey, contact Zurich info on 120.88.
120.88, lot 3 Papa Whiskey, thanks for the help.
Remove drag. Let's start recording with Skydome. Speed brake retracted. Lima Sierra November, that's our ILS, our localizer. We do have it here, but it's not picking up yet.
Marcel Control, good evening. Lot 3 Papa Whiskey, flight level 120. Marcel Control identified, good evening.
Altitude.
Tower is expected 120.455.
Marseille Control, Alpine 86, Echo November 4000.
Alpine 86, Echo November, Marseille Control identified.
Marseille Control, France Soleil 6878, flight level 060.
Marseille approach, UPS 559 heavy, flight level 070.
Alpine 86, Echo November, contact Milan radar on 128.015. UPS 559 and maintain flight level 070, continue approach.
Maintain flight level 070, continue approach, UPS 559. We should be at or above roll here, 7,000 at roll here, okay.
Marseille Control, France Soleil 6878, flight level 100.
France Soleil 6878, Marseille Control identified, continue.
Well, I guess we could reduce our speed.
Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa contact Milan radar on 128.015.
128.015 for Royal Air Maroc 721 Papa. Good day.
Flaps 1.
Marseille Control, Speedbird 333, 4000.
Speedbird 333, Marseille Control identified. Speedbird 333, contact Milan radar on 128.015.
128.015 for Speedbird 333. Good day.
Marseille Control, good evening. Alpine 86, Echo November, flight level 120.
Alpine 86, Echo November, Marseille Control identified, continue.
Marseille Control, Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa, flight level 100.
Speed 210.
Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa, Marseille Control identified, continue.
Marseille Control, good evening. Speedbird 333, 6000.
Speedbird 333, Marseille Control identified. France Soleil 6878, contact Zurich info on 120.88.
120.88, France Soleil 6878, thanks.
Speedbird 333, contact Milan radar on 128.015.
Switching to Milan radar on 128.015, Speedbird 333.
Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa contact Zurich info on 120.88.
120.88, Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa, thanks. Marseille Control, good evening, Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa, flight level 140.
Royal Air Maroc 721, Papa, Marseille Control identified, proceed on course.
28.
Marseille Control, Speedbird 333, flight level 110.
Speedbird 333, Marseille Control identified, continue.
Marseille Control, good evening, Alpine 42 Romeo Papa 4000.
Alpine 42 Romeo Papa, Marseille Control identified, good evening. Alpine 42 Romeo Papa, contact Milan radar on 128.015.
128.015, Alpine 42 Romeo Papa CN. Marseille Control, Alpine 42 Romeo Papa 6000.
Marseille Control identified. Alpine 42 Romeo Papa, contact Milan radar on 128.015.
UPS 559 on heavy, flight level 070.
UPS 559 at descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1013.
Descent altitude 5,000 feet, QNH 1013, UPS 559.
UPS 559 a heavy, cleared for the ILS, runway 35 right approach via RB3 November.
Stabilizer motion.
Cleared for the ILS 35 right approach via RB3 November, UPS 559.
Marseille Control, Alpine 42 Romeo Papa, flight level 090.
Altitude.
Marseille Control identified.
So landing is on. In this aircraft, that means both the localizer and the glide slope. Gorgeous plane. Go now, 18 nautical miles. Flaps 35.
Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Landing gear. Stabilizer motion.
A bit early perhaps, but rather be a little bit more on the safe side, although one could wonder how safe the situation is. And we're slowly going to get above the glide slope. I'm going to descend 3000. Ground spoilers armed.
$2,500.
Localizer intercept. Beat 165.
UPS 559 contact Saint-Exupéry Tower on 120.455.
And going to tower, UPS 559 heavy, bye-bye. Tower, UPS 559 heavy, we are on the localizer 35 right, we are 10 nautical miles.
UPS 559 heavy, Saint-Exupéry Tower, roger.
Set go around altitude 5000.
UPS 559 heavy, runway 35 right, wind 020 at 6, cleared to land.
35 right, clear to land, UPS 559 heavy. Glide slope. Standing by to disengage the autopilot.
1000.
Approaching runway 35, right.
Autopilot.
Autopilot off.
$500. $400. $300. $300. $200. $100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Just touchdown. Derotate. Revert. Welcome to Lyon, everybody. Idle, flaps up, spoilers retracted. Well, that wasn't too bad. Fortunately, the...
UPS 559er, welcome to Saint-Ex. Exit at Bravo 3 if able. Contact ground on 121.83.
Ground on 121.83, UPS 559er. Thank you. Bye-bye. Ground, UPS 559er, heavy request taxi, cargo, Mike 42.
UPS 559er, taxi to cargo M42 via hold short of runway 17 right.
Holding short runway 17 right, UPS 559er heavy, we are ready to cross.
UPS 559er, cross runway 17 right, then continue taxi via Bravo 3, Alpha 3, Tango, Tango Mike.
Cross runway 17, then continue taxi via Bravo 3, Alpha 3, Tango, Tango Mike, UPS 559er heavy.
Alpine 486, Mike, contact tower on 120.455.
Tower, Alpine 486, Mike.
Air Algerie 1033, ready to taxi. Air Algerie 1033, runway 35 left taxi via Romeo, Tango, Juliet, Tango, Alpha 9er.
Runway 35 left taxi via Romeo, Tango, Juliet, Tango, Alpha 9er, Air Algerie 1033.
Let's fly this aircraft again real soon on the channel. I really enjoy flying this. Was a little bit intimidated because it's been a while since I've flown it. And things are a little bit different here and there than I'm used to with the 757 and the Airbus, which ultimately is actually a good thing, because it keeps you sharp, I guess, you know. Just a gorgeous plane. This so cool. I'm so glad that TFDI design made this for us.
November Charlie ready to taxi.
Alpine 41 November Charlie, runway 35 left taxi via Tango Juliet Tango Alpha Niner.
Runway 35 left taxi via Tango Juliet Tango Alpha Niner, Alpine 41 November Charlie.
Volunteer 1, Mike Zulu, contact tower on 120.455.
Tower, Volunteer 1, Mike Zulu.
Volunteer 6 Uniform Yankee, request push and start.
Volunteer 6 Uniform Yankee, pushback approved, no conflicting traffic.
Push and start approved. Volunteer 6 Uniform Yankee.
Alpine 41 November, Charlie contact tower on 120.455.
Going to tower, Alpine 41 November Charlie, thanks.
Scandinavian 1794 contact tower on 120.455.
Switching to tower, Scandinavian 17904. Air Algerie 1033, contact tower on 120.455.
Tower on 120.455, Air Algerie 1033.
So Mike 42. The last section there, the middle one. No clue what to expect once realized. Yeah, so because of that start, it was a little bit scary. I'm gonna try that out next time, not on the stream. But other than that, everything appears to have worked perfectly fine. I was a bit scared that maybe the plane would not want to go on idle after the touchdown, you know, or like slightly before touchdown during the flare. But it did. Performed perfectly.
Royal Air Maroc 605, Papa request push and start clearance.
Royal Air Maroc 605, Papa cleared for push and start.
Stabilizer.
Pushback and start approved. Royal Air Maroc 605, Papa.
Right, so we should be here. Mike 42. Let's not park on that vehicle, so we'll just stand over here, that's fine. She's really slow on the turns during ground handling. Maybe first get some forward momentum. I'll take it.
Royal Air Maroc 605, Papa ready to taxi.
Royal Air Maroc 605,
right,
Papa,
runway
35 left taxi via Tango Delta Tango Alpha 9er.
Parking brake set. So yeah, once again, welcome to Lyon, everybody. I will look into what happened during the taxi when we were lining up on the runway, when the aircraft all of a sudden started to accelerate after pressing the auto flight button, which actually should only arm the auto thrust. And instead of just arming the auto thrust, it just engaged it. So I'm not really sure what happened there. I remember you have to only press it once, maybe I pressed it twice or something, that could be, I don't know. I wouldn't expect it, I know that you have to press it once, but maybe, I don't know, I'll look back at the video, but I'll also try another round, but I will not be streaming that. But yeah, here we are, let's stop recording the replay. Well, thank you very much for checking, everybody. Yeah. Thanks for joining today's flight, man. That was not very nice. We've landed in one piece. Such a gorgeous plane, man. Alright guys, thanks so much for checking everybody. I really appreciate it. It was fun for me. I hope it was fun for you too. And we'll see you in the next video. Aviation, you have a good birthday on Sunday, man. And good luck with your video. And thanks for the subscription. And I will see you guys all later. Take care. You're welcome, yeah. Thanks for checking. Bye-bye.